Wisconsin's Ben Brust joins us now after the 1-point loss to the Kentucky Wildcats in the national semifinal. Ben, obviously a tough way for you guys to lose. As you reflect on this game right now, what ultimately do you think the difference was?
They definitely got a lot of second chance points there in the game, and but just very proud. We put ourselves in a good position at the end, and kid made a heck of a play. Did it last game, and did it again today, and we got a look that we've hit before. I thought Trey was going to hit it, and it looked good, and unfortunately the ball didn't roll our way, and but still proud of what this team accomplished.
Talking about shooting, you were able to get some good looks early. How were you able to free yourself against the Kentucky defense?
They really didn't give me much room, so I had to work away from the ball and just use screens and move away from the ball. Got some decent looks. Could have hit a couple more, but there was just there was so much that happened during that game that we had some chances in there and had a chance at the end, but got to tip the hat to the kid.
Ben, were you surprised at all as the resiliency of that young team? I mean, because at times you wanted to pull away, but you couldn't. They came back and fought, and that's not typical, not just for one freshman, but for five.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Calipari has obviously done a great job with them. They played beyond their years, very mature, and they battled the whole way. Got to the rim and got some offensive rebounds, and best of luck to them because they did a great job.
Ben, being a senior and having this run in the tournament, getting to the Final Four, what does that say about Wisconsin basketball?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm proud of the guys and proud to do this as a senior with Coach Ryan and everyone, and hopefully, kind of now that they got a taste of what it's like to get here, we'll set a standard, and I know that they're not just going to settle. They're going to want this, next year, and got a great chance with 7 of 8 rotational guys coming back, and all the experience that they've gained this year is going to pay dividends later.
And for you, Ben, tough because it's your last time to record, but can you kind of put this thing in perspective in regards to not this year, but the 4 years you've been here, how special that has been, and how much of that you'll miss? Yeah,
I've definitely grown as an individual, on the court, off the court. Learned a lot my freshman year, not really playing, and that ate me inside, and, as would anyone. And learned what I had to do to get on the floor, and then just tried to get better each year. And very proud of just all my past teammates, and thankful to Coach Ryan for help teaching me along the way.
What's your message going to be to those younger guys as the one departing player in the rotation?
I'd talk to all of them and just tell them about, use this as great experience and learn from everything that we've been through. And, Coach Ryan's done a great job, and he's always going to do a great job, and listen to him because he knows what he's talking about. So they got a chance to do something special again, and I'll be proud watching that.
Ben, congratulations. It has been so much fun to watch you on your career. Congratulations on all that you've accomplished. Thanks for coming out and talking to us.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Sam Dekker, 15 points for the Badgers today in a tough defeat against Kentucky. Sam, incredible experience, I'm sure, for you to be out there. What was it like to be in that Final Four spotlight?
It was crazy. It was a great experience. I can't thank my teammates enough for getting us there, and the coaches enough. Something I'll never forget. And I think this game is something we'll never forget, and we'll always use that kind of as a building block of we don't want to feel this again. We're gonna get it better as a team, individually, and we're just gonna come together even closer and learn from this experience.
Jim and I were talking all week that we thought you'd be an X factor, and you came out and played like that. Where did you have the advantage against Kentucky early?
Well, I like being aggressive to the hole and drawing fouls, and I didn't do that well enough against Arizona and Baylor, so I kind of was trying to be it as a concerted effort, use my strength and use my quickness and get to the hole, and the coaches kind of harped on me, hey, we need you to be aggressive. So when I get to the line, and it opens a lot of things up for our offense, and I thought I was able to do that pretty well tonight, but just not enough.
And Sam, this talented group of young freshmen, you're in position a lot of times, but yet and still they were able to get that second shot. They were able to get out in transition. Did it surprise you at all? I know you know about the limp, you studied the tape, but playing against that up close and personal, did it kind of catch you off guard a little bit?
Some things do. Sometimes I can take you back to one play when Poitras dunked on me. I had no idea he was going to take off.
Right.
I just thought he was going to go up and try to float it over me, and all of a sudden he's exploding to the rim. So some of the stuff they do kind of catch you off guard, and you can't teach them the athleticism that they have. So you just got to stay strong and try to stay battling. And they won a lot of those battles, those little fights, and that's why they're on the winning side of the column. And you got to learn from it.
Well, I want to ask you, what are the lessons learned through this tournament run? You guys were considered the veteran team, but you only lose one player off this team. What are the lessons learned from this tournament run?
Well, we learned that we can do it. We got a solid core group of guys that can do it and that can run, and I think we'll even grow even closer. Everyone knows we have such a close locker room, tight-knit group, but through learning from this experience, I think we'll even grow even closer and get even better as a team. So we're fully expecting to make another run and get even further.
Sam, you may have lost the game, but does this give you and your teammates vindication in regards to playing the game the right way? Maybe not the most athletic team.
Yeah.
You don't jump the highs, but you do things the right way, and it got you to a Final Four.
Oh, absolutely. And I think we put ourselves in a good enough position to win the game tonight. You got to give props to Kentucky for what they did, and Harrison for hitting that huge shot. But it's not just that shot that beat us. So we just got to learn from this. We took a lot out of this game. We'll learn that we got to get stronger, we got to get tougher, we got to get mentally stronger, and all these little lessons of life that you learn from Coach really come into play. And if we learn all those things and get them down pat, our team can be even better.
You talk about the lessons from Coach. What did Coach Ryan say to you guys afterwards?
He's proud of us. He is very proud of us for taking him on this run, but he took us on this run as well. We go out there and do what he says, and one of the greatest basketball minds in all of college basketball. And it's special playing for him, and he expects a lot, and I think he fully expects being back here even next year. And he knows we're going to work for him, and we know he's going to work for us, and together we can do this thing.
Well, Sam, appreciate you coming out here and talking to us. It was a remarkable run for the Badgers. It was fun to watch. Hold your head high. Congratulations on a great season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.